Hi, welcome to another episode of Ms Nhi Podcast. And today, my guest is Suhail. He is one of my friend as well. That we have a chance to interact a lot. And one of the topic that he bring up that make me feel like I should bring him to my show. So let before go to the topic, let's know a little bit who is Suhail. Hi, Suhail. Thanks to be my guest today.
Hi, Nihi, and thank you very much for inviting me on your podcast. It's a pleasure to be here, and I'm happy to share all information that I have about the plant-based protein that I want to
Yeah,
talk about more.
yeah.
And you can feel free to ask me as many questions as you like, and we can take the show ahead, and it's going to be fun.
Yeah,
So, thank you all for the audience to watch this live program also.
yeah. Thank you for being so open with us about that. One of the things that I love when I bring guests to my show is they are real life, real story, and important. Everybody have some experience and their personal valid lesson to share with our audience. So before we go through the topic today, let's share a bit. Who are you, Suhen, and what have you been doing, and how audience know you and how they can reach you as well.
All right. So, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for being on the show. And my name is Suhail Jindran. I'm a Singaporean. And basically, I've got over 20 years of experience in the hospitality industry. Currently, I'm also a freelance consultant with the Singapore Tourism Board. So, I help in tourism and try to promote Singapore to the global arena and to the world. I'm also the director of sales and marketing for global business opportunities for Shandy Global. Shandy Global is a plant-based company based out of Singapore. Uh, it's owned by two amazing scientist friends of mine who are extremely great in what they do. Both of them are doctors, and they've transformed the plant-based protein into something that anybody across the world can relate to, because it's not just what you have in plant-based burgers, but it's more closer to real meat.
Mm. It's
Yeah,
a lot of responsibility and shoulder. Yeah, like Shuhan
a lot
really
of
a active
responsibility.
man. Yeah, a lot of
Yes,
Korea he been go through and a lot of experience. Like you just hear what Shuhan been specialist on. But let's go through more about the topic that we bring today, which is the plant based. Because with me, I'm a curious as well. I'm a consumer, and I've been heard of
right.
this a
Yes,
lot online. I read about this, I watch video about that,
yes,
and I was amazed how much people give feedback and review that the taste is exactly like a real meat. And I was
yes.
so exciting about this that even when you bring it up with me, it's like, wow, let's share more about this. So let's give it a short and simple explanation for people who have zero experience and zero knowledge about what is plant-based product is.
Okay, so plant-based product goes back 9,000 years BC. You know,
Mm. Mm.
There's always been plant-based product. Then, the Chinese, the Indians have always recreated mock meat throughout the world, and it's always been there around us. But making it more palatable and making it more gourmet and making it more edible and a choice as an alternative meat is what plant-based protein is all about. There's a lot of myth in the market that, oh, plant-based meat is not good for health, or plant-based meat has a lot of artificial flavors or artificial colors or artificial ingredients, very high in sodium, or contains a lot of GMO. To a certain extent, yes, there are certain companies that do that, because
Mm.
what you get in the market today. So let me start from why we started plant based,
Yes.
why we got into plant based. Because 4 or 5 years ago, when the plant based companies started happening around the world, we noticed that there are plant based meat alternatives, but they are not actually meat. They are just some kind of pea protein mixed with lots of added flavors, which replicate the real meat flavors when you
Yep.
cook, and
Yep.
they sell it. And
Yes.
And 90% of whatever you get in the market was basically mince product. That means you
Mm.
had limitations. You could either make a burger, or you could make a sausage, or you could make
Mm.
a nugget, but you could
Yes.
not do anything much with it. You couldn't have steaks, you can't have a drumstick, you can't
Yes.
have cubes, you can't make a lovely fur.
Yes.
I love fur. Furs
Yeah.
are so tasty. If the plant-based meat that you get in the market, and if you put it into the fur, it will just disintegrate and dissolve. So
Yes.
we realize that there's lots of limitations to what's available in the market, and why not we put in lots of research. So the owners of the company, Gaurav and Reena, they're both scientists and both are doctors in the food microbiology. One is an expert in flavors and isolating the pea protein, and the other one is into identifying the exact amino acid profile to match. So, what we did is we went back to nature. We took the meat, we took the real meat, what you get in the market, chicken or beef or shrimp or anything,
Yes.
dissected, did a complete post-mortem, identified and extracted the exact molecules that are in it,
Mm.
matching, identifying the amino acid profile of the real meat to real nature.
Wow.
So we identified the amino acids in the pea proteins,
Mm.
and we took that, and we've got 5 patents, and we developed our own machine and own high moisture manufacturing analog, meat analog extruder machine that basically recreates the exact texture and feel of the real meat.
Mm.
Now, our product is contains zero artificial ingredients, zero additives, zero artificial flavor, no sodium, so it's good for health.
Very
And
important.
in
Especially
fact,
for people love exercise like me. This will be a great
yes,
information.
yes,
Yeah.
it's really healthy. It's all that nature gives. In fact, even for iron, we didn't have to use artificial chemicals that provide iron in food, but rather extracting it also from nature, like moringa plant, which a lot of basically a lot of people throughout the world have it in their cuisine. It's also called drumsticks that
Yeah.
people use it while cooking. So we
Mm.
extracted all that. For the coloring and all, we extracted from tomato instead of
Yeah.
using
Wow.
beetroot. Because beetroot, what happens is when you extract the colors from beetroot, it basically has a high content of potassium and sodium, which is not very good for people with existing liver problems. So we looked into
Mm.
everything. We wanted to make it very sustainable, reduce the carbon footprint without harming nature and without killing any animal, and still making the rich product, exact flavor, exact texture. So
Mm.
today, Shandy Global is a very proud company that's got into this, and we are a B2B company currently. We are
Yeah.
not yet available in retail because we don't want to compete with our partners, because we are having a lot of collaboration across the world with lots of B2B manufacturing food companies through whom we want to leverage and get the product out in the market. So today, with Shandy Global's pea protein product, one can basically cook it in any style you want, whether it is
Mm.
in Lebanese cuisine, whether it is in Indian cuisine, whether it is Mediterranean, Italian, Vietnamese, Chinese, anything. So you can cook it the way you want. You can cut it into cubes, you can shred it, you can pressure cook it, you can boil it, steam it, grill it, barbecue it. It will still remain the same. Because
Mm.
what we learned is, excuse me, original natural raw meat does not actually have a flavor. The flavor comes when you start cooking, when
Yes.
you spice it up, when you
Yeah.
season the meat, and how you cook. The more you cook, the more the flavor. Like if you
Yeah.
cook the meat slow cooking, it will become nice and soft and succulent and juicy. You put it on the barbecue, it will have a nice tough feel, and it will cook evenly across. So the same thing happens with our meat. It
Mm.
basically it it changes its characteristics as per your cooking habit, because when you're cooking, there are certain molecules, there are certain cells that start generating and make that meat into meat.
Yeah.
So ours
Thank
is 100% plant based.
Yeah, the information you just shared is actually very I for me it's expensive lesson and expensive knowledge right there. Why I'm saying that, because as a person that love Western food, I find
Yes,
is I'm still enjoying meat, and I find it's very struggling for go out with, for example, friend who are
yes,
vegetarian. You know, not much option, like you say, not much option to choose,
yeah,
and people still very hard to find the protein they need enough for their uh I call vegetarian lifestyle, for
yes,
example. And also, even you want to go to the mock meat, like you say, it's really a lot of time. I feel like there's a lot of fly inside. It doesn't feel
correct.
trust either, and the company can open in Singapore. For me, it's already have to pass a lot of check, like you say. Singapore is a country that we all know is very difficult in food, and they allow this to start. It mean it's something to open up, for example, for people who want to live healthy and also to protect animal. To be honest, I have friend who are open a soya bean product milk, and he is become a vegetarian. He share with me just a love to the animal, make him start to do what he doing right now. Very, very interesting story. Then how about you? How did you come out with this idea that you want to join this industry? What motivate you?
So I'm a meat eater.
Yes.
I must say that I'm a meat eater. I'm not a vegetarian. I'm a
Yeah, me too.
non-vegetarian,
Meat eater.
But yeah, but I thought of being healthy, and
Mm,
it's important to have a healthy lifestyle. It's important
yes.
to have a balanced diet.
Yes.
You should not be waking up every morning and having a beef steak and
Yeah.
roast chicken and all that. It's
Too
nice to
much.
have sometimes, but not regularly.
Yep.
So, what we want to do is we don't want to change people's cooking habits. We don't want to
Yes.
change your lifestyle. We want to just introduce something that is good, that is healthy, that contains all the proteins, because every 100 grams of serving of our plant-based meat is contains 30% protein.
Mm,
So it's
yes.
exactly the
Exactly. It's the
same that
same.
you get in real meat.
Yes. It's
While
exactly the same.
yes, while it won't affect you, it won't affect your health, it will still be good, and you can enjoy it the way you want to cook it. So
Mm,
when my scientist friends, they discovered and they came out with the product, I said to myself, "Oh my God, this is amazing, and this can create a revolution in the meat analog market.
yep.
And why not we get this product across the world?" So today we've got clients from Thailand, from Malaysia, from Vietnam, Cambodia, Australia, Canada, all the way to Nepal, India. So we've got a lot of traction requirements from across the world. A lot of B2B clients are willing to take our product, put it into their ready to eat food products or into their retail supermarkets, so that the consumers can have a huge variety of choices, but not just a limited choice, but a huge variety of choice.
Mm. I like what you mentioned just now that about health. Health made you to start what you're doing, because I think only
Yes,
COVID happened, people learn a lot about how important your health is. Your health is really
absolutely.
make the key of every success in your life. Without your health, how can you continue make more money, success, enjoy with your loved one and family? Thanks for the sharing. I think it's important also for people who like me as a mom. I think I'm still struggling a lot. Diarrhea product in the supermarket is really confusing, like you say. It's so much food that even I'm myself personally acknowledging myself every day, still feel not enough to get enough information what is the best for my children, especially like you say, animal nowadays they've been the weather, the food, what they eat, a lot of toxic chemical in their body, the sea and so on. So how to protect the animal and nature and still to provide enough food for human? I think this is a
Absolutely.
really, yeah, this is a really wonderful resolution, like you say. What
Y-
the expectation in terms of usage for plant-based meat by people that your recommendation?
So again, as you mentioned, about the health responsibility and being sustainable, what we noticed is there are lots of poultry farms across the world, but they are not into sustainable farming. And
Yeah.
at the end of the day, we as a consumer, we have no idea whether that how that chicken was fed, what
Yes.
injections were given to it,
Yes.
what conditions were they bred. So we have no idea about all that. But what we find is that every molecule is available in nature. Every molecule is
Mm.
available in nature, and nature gives us so much of variety, and there's so much of pea protein across the world. So you can use different types of peas, different types of beans, and you can basically, if you really know the technology in it and you can extract the right molecules and the right amino profiles, you can create a meat that is 100% that looks exactly like meat. It doesn't only feel like meat, it chews like meat, it cooks like meat, it smells like meat. And anybody and everybody from across the world can eat, whether he's a Hindu or a Buddhist or of any religion or any
Yeah.
culture. People can have it and enjoy it, and it's healthy because we've got the highest digestibility index. So it's extremely good for young children, for older people, people with health conditions also can actually enjoy it. So there's no restrictions. I would say that people should actually try out more plant-based products. Of course, there's currently a limitation in the market, and that's why we are here to fill in the gap, because we've identified that there's a
Mm.
lot of gap. When you go to the market, you either get raw vegetables or you get raw meat, or you get
Yes.
the ready-made processed food which contains a lot of artificial ingredients and a lot of preservatives. What a lot of
Yeah.
people love about our product is our product, you can keep it in the freezer for up to 1.5 year,
Wow.
and it does not contain any artificial preservatives.
Yeah. Wow, that's
So you
amazing
remove it from the
information to
freezer.
know.
Yeah, you remove it from the
Yeah.
freezer. You thaw it just the way you thaw meat. You cut it
Mm.
the way you want to cut it. You can grill it, cook it, steam it, do whatever you want, and you can eat. In fact, you can
Yeah.
eat it raw also because it's actually pea protein.
Wow. Okay, now
Yeah,
I'm more curious because you're talking about limitation right now. I'm sure everything news is a limitation. So, most of consumer they will come with first the cost, the price, how much do we invest in this product to invest
right.
for a meal. Okay, so that's I think most of people also curious want to know, and also how can they reach to all these product to start try.
So this is one very good point that you've actually raised is the price factor. Now, when
Yes,
I look at plant-based products that are available in the market, I hesitate myself, though I can afford it, but I still feel not
you
comfortable
want to be
enough to
healthy.
spend.
Yeah.
Yeah, one, I want to be healthy. Two, I don't want to pay an exorbitant price. If I
Yes.
see a plant-based product at 18 or $20,
Mm,
it's very expensive,
correct. I'm
right?
agree. It's
But
same like
if
protein, like vitamin. You know, it's like thousand
yeah,
of in the market, and
yes,
everybody book the price whatever they want. And as a consumer,
yes,
I think I'm asking right now the question based on the consumer.
correct.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what we want to do is we want to reach to every consumer. We want
Mm,
to reach at the food court so that people when going to a food court can also eat plant-based meat. When they go
yes.
to a high-end restaurant also they can eat plant-based meat. When they go to the supermarket they can buy plant-based meat. And our plant-based product is priced nearly to the price of what you get in a 1 kg chicken. If you go to buy at a supermarket, it's the same cost.
Wow, wow. I think
Yeah,
this will be really extremely like by sharing like that I already can see how future Singapore look like, because I think Singapore is the first place it move very fast, then other country around will see how extreme is go fast as well, because here people very open for all these concept, to be honest, like
yes,
healthy lifestyle, how improve their life, vitamin, protein, and meat and stuff. They always try
yes.
to improve what food the human eat to make maintain their lifestyle. What so to our audience, if you're watching this part and you feel like, wow, it's really just the same price, then I don't mind to try, because you see most of people, like when they hear the price, they already hesitate, right? So
Absolutely.
yeah, thanks for the sharing. I think that will be another valid point for people. You lose nothing to try a taste of protein plant based. Let's go more also about, beside of that, where can they get this product right now? Because like you say, limited, it's not online, it's not public much, it's not in supermarket. And
So
yeah.
So obviously that is a business thing that we are doing. We are basically, as I said, we are a B2B, means we are business to business. So
Yes.
we are a manufacturer that is manufacturing plant-based product for a lot of major giants. You'll soon be having it on pizzas. You'll soon be having it in sandwiches. So you can get
Oh,
an idea
nice.
that there
Yeah.
are a lot of these type of fast food companies that are basically going to be buying our product.
Mm.
You
Much
know,
more healthy for them as well. Wow,
yes,
they will make
yes,
so much money from this, man. Because they already have the business. Now they just need to change the ingredient, and that's it. It's rocket
that's
right
it.
for
That's it.
everybody
That's
one.
it.
Yeah.
And because we don't want to keep the prices expensive, we want to
Mm.
keep it very low. So therefore, we've kept our profit margins very, very low. We
Yeah.
don't want we are a company that doesn't want to monetize on it and make lots of money and just leave. No, we
Yep.
want to stay here for the next 50, 100 years, build a company that is sustainable, build it for the people. So
Yes.
we are a sustainable company that wants to reduce the carbon footprint at any cost. So we want to be as innovative as possible, and we
Yeah.
want to use the right technology with the right essence and get the right product onto the table of any consumer. For
Yeah.
example, a consumer going out can actually get our product and cook chicken rice. The
Yes.
Hainani style chicken rice,
Yeah.
steam rice. It's so
Yeah.
shook. It's so nice. People would love it. People can also have plant-based chicken shawarma, which not many people across the world can do. So we can do kebabs, we can do barbecues, and people can have all that. But these will be
Yeah.
available in the market in the next few months.
Yeah. Wow. I'm excited.
There are a lot of major global major noodle companies that are basically going to take our product because we can put them into the noodles.
Oh, wow. This is
Yes,
actually is extremely extremely big way for in terms of changing about the ingredient for cooking, not only for
yes,
a normal meat protein product. Wow, it's really really interesting. I'm waiting for that. Now
yes.
you make me more exciting to waiting for that. So where is the factory actually based at? Like
So
right
the
now?
factory is currently located in the western part of Singapore in Jurong,
Mm,
and
definitely
it's a huge factory. Yeah,
trustworthy product.
yeah. Maybe one day
Everything.
we can do a podcast live from the factory.
That would be amazing. I think people should see that. I
Yeah,
should do a video about how the
how the magic is
plant based
created.
yeah magic happened. I want to see that by my eyes as well. I don't mind. I really it's a one of the thing that I love. I love to add value to people's life. That's why I have you in my show. Same with other
And
guests.
soon,
Yeah.
and soon we will be opening up a factory in Thailand and in
Yeah.
Malaysia, in Canada, in Australia, in India, so that we can cater to everybody. And the reason we want to open up so many factories in different countries is because we don't want to have a centralized factory which
Yeah.
supplies to the world. Because if you
Yeah.
have a centralized factory, let's say if we are supplying it from Singapore to the world, then the cost in the
The
export
cost,
import, of the
very
shipment, it becomes
expensive.
very expensive. And then
Yeah.
that would make it expensive for the end consumer,
Yeah.
and we
I
don't want
agree.
the end consumer to be spending a lot of money. It
Yeah.
should be a value for money. When the consumer buys the plant-based product, should say, wow, it's exactly like plant meat, and it tastes like meat, and it's as
Healthy.
affordable as meat. Yes, and it's
Yes.
healthy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we want the vegetarians to have it, the non-vegetarians to have it, the vegans can enjoy it. It's gluten free, so people don't have to worry about health. It doesn't contain any kind of GMO.
Mm.
It doesn't have artificial sodium or artificial flavoring, so it's very, very good for health.
Mm. we share about that help a little bit more detail, because I'm sure the consumer also want to know, does the plant-based meats provide full protein same as the normal meat and chicken? Because like we just talk about flavor and the look and how the texture and so on, but
Yeah.
how about the nutrition?
So the nutrition, as I mentioned, everything we get it, we extract everything from the pea, from different
Mm,
types of pea proteins, you know, and we have our uniqueness is that we have a blend of around 9 pea proteins, and that culminates to providing a 30% protein of the nutritional values that one looks at while having real meat.
mm,
We also match the fatty acids because fatty acids are also required for your health. You need to have the good cholesterols.
yeah.
So we match all these profiles through nature without using any chemical.
Mm. I'm sure because everything new, it come with the against from people who haven't understand what it is about. I'm curious, how do you deal with the people who not understand the product yet and struggling to explain to them and let them open and welcome to try something new like this at the expect?
So I think people do believe, but people are a bit apprehensive of the product
Yes.
because they feel that it contains a lot of chemicals.
Yes, because the fear
I
in the past and the a
Yes,
bad experience. So how do
correct.
you overcome that and how do you deal with it?
So I would always encourage people to please read the label.
Read the
Please read the
label.
label.
Very good,
Please
very
read
good.
the label. Read the label. Look for ingredients that sound scientific. You know, because
Mm.
those are the chemicals.
Yes,
Don't go
yes.
for chemical products. Don't go for artificial products. Don't go for imitation. Go for the product that contains 100% natural ingredients.
Mm.
Look for
Wow.
all the natural ingredients. Look for the digestibility.
Yeah.
Look for the allergens, because I don't want people to suddenly have a product and build up with allergies or anything. So you have to
Yes.
look into everything. You should study your label back of the packet, and you'll read that we have clearly mentioned the types of proteins that we are using, the types of oils that we are using, and it's
Yep.
all natural product. It's all
Mm.
nature. So we
Yes.
don't, our labeling is so easy. When we want to ship a product to any other country, we don't have to go through huge bureaucracy for permissions or anything. It's simple. It's because it's just plant based.
Yeah.
So it
Uh
makes it easy.
this also one that thanks for Suhail to bring it back, because this also I always encourage people that knowledge yourself, even understand each and individual ingredient in the product is important for your personal choice. Also easy for the manufacturer and also people who bring this product to market to protect you as well. Thanks for that tip.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's amazing tip that you just share just now as well. Again, wow, we really have a very interesting topic today. So, what's the different protein product from you with the other company? Because I'm sure you have a competitive, you have people in the market already done this, and it's sure it be a big competition between you and their product. So, what's the difference between you and them?
The most important difference between us and everyone else is that all the plant based product that you get in the market is basically mints. It's
Mints,
all
yes,
mints, and all small, 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 small pieces which are compacted using artificial binders to compact
mm,
it.
yeah,
And once you cook it, it of course disintegrates.
yeah,
Our product is full muscle meat. We call it full muscle meat
ah,
because when you go to the market and when you buy a real meat, you get it in a big chunk,
big chunk, yes,
right? And then that big chunk, you can cut it into cubes or you can shred it or you can make it mince. But
yes.
mince, you can't make into a
Not
solid chunk,
cannot make back. Yes.
correct?
Yeah.
And
Only one way.
yes, we've done the reverse engineering, and we've done the reverse engineering at the molecular level to construct the plant based product into a full chunk,
Mm.
so that when we provide it to our consumers, they can then do whatever they'll want to. They
Mm.
can cut it into cubes, they can shred it, they can mince it, or they can just use as a complete strip. You can have fingers, you can do steaks, you can do nuggets, you can do cubes. So you can also make, the beef balls that we have in the fur. You can do all that. And
Yep.
we are also coming up with a lot of seafood. So we are matching the exact profile of the seafood, the exact texture, the exact flakes, and the exact color, and
Mm.
the cooking time that goes in cooking real meat, and our product is the same.
Mm. Okay. Now I think I can't wait for the next 3 more months that when the product is more available for me to ready to try it. But from what you're sharing, I think I'm ready to get it on my dishes at home right
Yes,
now.
yes,
Yes, really.
yes,
It is exciting. It is exciting when because I'm a very open person. When I heard
yeah,
something new and healthy, of course, I would love to try. What's the future of plant based?
definitely.
How you are working in Singapore market and expand to different country. What do you see the future from that, from your perspective?
We feel there's a huge future because there's endless opportunities. Thanks to the young millennials across the world who are now educating themselves more through
Mm,
social media, through channels like yours, through podcasts and all that. People are basically listening and educating them more and getting more information about what is sustainability all about, what
yes,
is healthy lifestyle, why is it important. So people are moving towards a healthy direction, and this is what I've seen. Even myself, like, I started eating more healthy food, taking care of my health, going and regularly exercising. It's important to maintain a healthy lifestyle, because if you have a healthy lifestyle, you'll have a productive lifestyle,
yes,
and you'll never have to worry about being old or fragile or something like that. So you can always be fit and strong and excellent. And plant based has a great future, because as innovation develops, as people, I always tell people, stop thinking out of the box,
yep.
start jumping outside the box.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a really good one.
Because
Yes.
thinking out of the box is an old fashioned statement. Now it
Mm,
is time to jump outside the box and think completely in a radical way, in a different way.
yep.
And that's what we did. If we wanted to just go into plant based, we could have just brought in artificial flavors, put it into some types of minced protein, and repackaged it and sold it in the market. But
Yep.
that's wrong. That's not
Yep.
plant based. That's not what
Yep.
we want to do. That's not
Yep.
what we want to feed our elderly, or we don't want to feed our children with that.
Yes, I agree. It's still a business. Do we have to come with heart, and that's what I believe.
Yes,
So the business
yes,
business who run by heart is always win and always last in the market. Like you say, you can't hide anything for too long anyway. Especially
yes,
in the country or in the society right now, everybody's self learning, educate themselves every day. No matter how much you try to lie to people about you how well your product, one day will come out. And thanks for the
absolutely.
people like you that do business with heart, because that's what I love about meet people like you, bring the truth to the world and also educate people, because when you do the right thing you have nothing to hide. When you
Absolutely,
do, yeah,
absolutely. And
when we
that's
don't.
why when we approach our B2B clients, our corporates, and when we
Yeah.
share with them the information, and they ask us, like, okay, can we have a look at your nutritional list? They want to check
Yes.
whether it is real or not. When they do
Correct.
the sensory tests, when they
Mm.
run through all the tests by independent organizations, they say to us, like, wow, your product is really amazing. How do you do it? Well, that is the science behind it, because you
Yes.
can do a lot of science with using nature, and nature provides us with everything. So
Yes.
why shouldn't we look into nature for all the alternatives, and
Mm.
and make earth a better place?
Yes. So let talk about the bring to the nature. I agree with you. Make earth a better place. I'm a the person that love nature as well. I'm trying to save as much as earth as possible. Since my daughter will into growing up here, as a Singaporean, they educate that like we don't use plastic at home anymore. We try to carry our water bottle. We don't want to use anything plastic for the sake of at the environment. So how do you use the nature product for this and don't harm nature? Because I
So
think people are also curious about it, like, oh, how can you chop the tree and you say you don't harm the tree? So how do you deal with this question as well, as the people ask? So where did the nature you get from? Where the natural plant you get from?
okay, so of course we don't get anything in Singapore because Singapore doesn't grow anything. We have to
Yes, yes,
import everything from other
yeah,
places around the world. But the
yes.
world is blessed with lots of agriculture across the world in terms of plant based. So when we talk about plant based peas, it's something that a plant basically grows. It grows
Yes,
on the plants, and uh, it's a nature's gift for all living beings to go to the plants and get it out, whether it is fruit or whether it is beans or whether they are seeds, without harming the tree.
yes.
So, like
Oh, wow, that's
when you
nice.
when you when you when you when the farmer removes mangoes from the tree, he does
Yes, the
not cut
tree.
the tree. He just
Correct.
plucks the mangoes properly so that the tree can still grow and still produce mangoes.
Yes.
The same way we extract the peas from the plants without harming the plants,
Mm,
so that the plants can give us much more better pea protein the next following time and subsequently.
yes. It's
The same thing we do with our, when, like, because we are a B2B company, so we have to provide samples to our
yes.
clients. They
Mm,
ask us, for any business, everybody would say, like, send me some samples.
yeah.
And if I send my samples in plastic, then I'm not a sustainable company. As you said, as a
Exactly. Yeah.
mother, you also think of sustainability, and you don't have plastic at home. We don't
Yeah.
use plastic. So what we do is we use plant-based container box.
Wow, this is so nice.
So
I
our
really got
boxes,
goes on how much you've been book effort into not only the product, how you take care of the product, how you deliver to the consumer. Wow, that's just
so our
amazing, man.
product is also made out of sugarcane.
Mm,
Because when you go to have a sugarcane, you drink the sugarcane juice,
yes,
and after
yes,
that you throw the sugarcane, right?
yes, yes.
So we become like Alibabas, and we collect all that sugarcane and make boxes out of it, and it's sustainable.
Oh, yes. Wow, that's so clever. Now I want to
You
go to
know,
your factory. I need the
yeah.
appointment.
So
I need the
it's all
appointment to
about,
go to the factory.
yeah, it's all about sustainability. It's all about sustainability. It's all about automation. You know,
Mm,
Even in our factory, our machines are basically automated. Uh, the reason is so that we don't have any human interference, any human
yes,
touch. And of course,
yes.
now COVID has educated everybody. Hygiene is very important.
Yeah, yeah.
Keep always sanitized. So everything is very, very sanitized. It's all automated. It's clearly made so that when the end product comes out, it's perfect. And the process, we do not waste anything,
Mm,
because just like the human body, or just like any natural meat,
yeah.
you need 65% water,
Yes. Really
and
water.
the water that goes into making a product is not wasted, so it goes
Yes.
in making the product, so we don't waste anything. And therefore, uh, the National Environment Agency was also very happy because we don't have any waste.
Yes.
If you go to
Wow.
any factories across the world, you see a lot of waste coming out from
A lot of waste,
factories.
yeah.
You know, and because we have no wastage, the National Environment Agency is very happy to basically certify us as a carbon friendly company.
Yes, thank you for that information. You know why I will ask so much of this? Because I want to clear all the doubt and all the question that
The myth,
people,
yes.
yeah, the
A
myths
lot
of
of
don't
myths.
understand the information.
Yes,
A lot of
yes,
people don't know about this detail, and they don't know, and they were like, oh, you open another business, you will harm the nature. I know very well that all these companies, as long that they in Singapore, is very tough for them. Very tough for them to pass certain check, certain certificate, certain thing. As long as the food that you enter the human body,
yes,
Singapore is super strict. So that's why I want to
absolutely.
bring this message across the world to let people know like why I'm so blessed to live here. Of course, our knowledge of myself improve a lot after here, and also I'm so proud to call this my second home because Singapore really teach me so much about care of our human being, like how to treat one and each other like your family. So to our audience, for the long conversation from just now, I think it's all the doubt about what this product about, how should I try, when I should start, can I open for this, like Shuhei say, now don't think out of the box, jump out of the box.
Jump outside the
Let
box. Correct.
jump and try it, jump and get it a try for the protein acids may help for your body to change. Talk about
Absolutely.
that because I think this is also good. That do you have any showcase study that people, I'm sure have to have a go through a lot of tests for this product to be in market. So how the that how many people in the test, how the test will going on, and how that's processed to make the product to can enter the market. I think that's also the curious from the consumer.
Yes, yes. So as I said, always a consumer should always read the labels, and
Yes.
when a consumer reads our labels, they basically see common things like chickpeas, mung beans, black beans, red beans. Different types of good healthy beans, which basically create a lot of proteins and a lot of vitamins.
Yeah.
And this is what constitutes in making the plant-based meat, rather
Yeah.
than having chemicals and artificial flavors and artificial ingredients and making it like a copycat to mimic the meat.
Yeah.
That's not good, so we don't do
Yeah.
that. And we are very proud about what we do, and we want to continue our sustainability efforts. We want to have the sustainability guidelines being adopted, and we want to reduce our carbon footprints by having zero waste and zero emissions. And
Yeah.
that's one major thing that we are determined to always keep going. And
Mm.
our product, we will soon, probably in a couple of months, our product will be definitely available through our partner corporates who are going to be buying a product and selling it across the market. And one day we will be also having our own product into the retail market. Look out for our link, shandyglobal.com. Visit
Yeah. I will book
www.shandyglobal
the
to,
link below. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, see the link below, and you can get all the information about us and who we are and why we are. And
Yes.
anybody in the corporate world, please contact me for business.
Yes, yes, definitely. We will book all the full information in the link below. You guys feel free to reach out to Shuhen and have more deep conversation with him if you're interested in this. Because we are all about bring positivity to the world. We all about add value to the world through not only our knowledge but also experience and also what we try to bring to the market and so on. Let's wrap up here a little bit more. Like if, for example, young generation people who are interested in this topic, who want to learn and enter this industry, what advice you will give to them? What the knowledge requirement for them and what they need to preparing, and how can they start?
Uh, Okay, this is quite a wide, bigger question on how young generation, the young millennials, first of all, I would say is study. Get yourself very educated, very knowledgeable. Understand the dynamics of food. What is food all about, and why is it essential? Just eating is not healthy, but eating right food, having the right balance, having the proper chemistry of all your cuisines is very important. And plant based is something that is very interesting. It meets everybody's dietary requirements. So, if a person is sick or not well, you go to hospitals, the doctors would give you a list of what to eat, what not to eat. But in
Yeah.
plant based, you can eat anything and everything. So
Yes.
there's no doctor in the world would say don't eat plant based. But
Yeah.
obviously, don't eat artificial ingredients.
Yeah.
Eat good, healthy, sustainable, natural products. And if you all want to get into the plant-based thing, you could either become a scientist,
Mm.
so you study for that and become a scientist and do more research and help the world, or you could become a entrepreneur and start creating your own plant-based business.
Yeah.
uh, I wish everybody the best, of course.
Yes. Thanks, Shuhei, for that. You see, most of our viewer is young people, young generation who are still hungry for success. They want to learn
Right.
how to do entrepreneur. They want to add value to the world, but they don't know who to start. And that's why most of our guests come. All this value lesson that you give to them, it was something for them to think about. Some idea come up, and now they like, oh, okay, now I know has something to start enter and looking the information from. Uh, I know that today is not supposed to talk about outside of what we're talking, but let's add a little bit more. So it's having fun. So how do you deal with the COVID right now for you? I think that will be a interesting topic as well. And people curious like how a businessman deal in the COVID scene. People it keep complaining.
well
I don't
uh,
think you are. I think your business is went up for COVID. I guess.
well,
Yeah.
COVID has been good and bad.
Yes.
COVID has, I guess, COVID has taught everybody how to be more resilient, how to
Yes.
be more independent,
Mm.
how to how to spend more creative time
Yes.
rather than crying on losses. Because I always believe uh, life should be full of problems.
Oh yeah. Always.
I believe truly that life should be full of problems. Every day there should be lots of problems. Because at the end of the day, when you defeat that problems and you succeed, you're a winner.
Yes.
Because if everything happens fantastic, if every morning you dream like, okay, tonight I should become a millionaire, I become a millionaire. Tomorrow I should be here, tomorrow I should be there. Whatever I want, I get it. If I get everything, that there's no meaning, there's no depth of life. But
Yes.
life should bring uncertainties. And when you overcome all of that, you feel so happy and proud. And this
Yeah.
is what COVID has taught us: being more resilient, being more determined, uh, being more focused, jumping outside the box, and doing something different.
Mm.
Because COVID has definitely given us a lot of opportunity to expand our business, because people started cooking from home more.
Yes.
you know people
More
started
healthy.
Yes, people started having a more healthier lifestyle, especially like in Singapore during the lockdown. People started going more to the gardens and running and exercising and working out rather
Yes.
than sitting at home and becoming fatter. Because
Yes.
yes, people were working from home and home based work started happening across the world, but you have to take care of your health. You don't want to get out of the house round, you want
I
to get out
agree.
of the house slim and fit.
Yes.
You should always look good and healthy, and therefore, uh, it is important to think differently. Of course, I used to love traveling, and I
Oh
couldn't travel. But then,
yeah.
2 weeks ago, I had my first travel to Thailand.
Wow. Finally.
Finally,
Officially.
finally, I went
Yeah.
to Thailand, and next week I'm traveling to Kuala Lumpur. And at the end of this month, I'm finally going to travel to Canada.
Wow, I'm so happy. I think you
Yeah.
must be so happy. Let's talk about traveling as
Um,
well. So,
I
how
know.
is travel for you to see after COVID? Because for the last almost 3 years, we know that the traveling industry have been changed so much. It's just by COVID effect. Not only airline, traveling, tourism. So, how do you see that for Singapore and globally, the travel will change and how that will change?
I think people should now stop thinking of was our past, and people
Yeah.
have to move forward. You
Yes.
you can't keep harping like, oh, last time used to be like that. Oh, last time the life used to be that way. You have to always move ahead. You have to
Yeah.
always be positive, and you have to understand that we live in a world filled with nature, and it's filled with uncertainties.
Yep.
What we need to do is what we've learned with COVID. That is
Yep.
keeping yourself clean, maintaining hygiene,
Yep.
uh, maintaining, if you're not well, wear a mask. If you're not well, go see a doctor. Don't take things for granted. And tourism will rebound, tourism will bounce back, but it will take a little bit of time because, uh, like five fingers, people are not the same. There are some
Yep.
people who are apprehensive, some people who are scared, some people who don't have the proper knowledge. Some people are worried, what if there's another lockdown? So there are people who are of different variety.
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
probably the one who's ready to take the risk to travel.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I believe that if I'm going to travel anywhere, I should follow the rules and regulations as per stipulated by the Ministry of Health of any country.
Yes.
Adhere to all the rules and regulations. Keep yourself safe. Do regular checks. If you're not well, see a doctor. Wear a mask. And enjoy the world. Go to
Yeah.
places. Go places. Yeah. And this is
Yeah.
what is going to happen now. Singapore is opening up on the
Yes.
vaccinated travel lanes.
Yes.
So, vaccinated travel lanes are for people who are fully vaccinated with at least minimum of 2 dosage.
Yep.
I've already got my 3. I'm sure everybody
I
in
have
Singapore is
four.
getting. Oh,
I'm joking with people all the time. Four is mean 3 vaccine plus a COVID. So I mean I have four.
oh,
I
you
already
had
had to go.
COVID.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
I'm done there. I'm done there. So
Okay,
always I joke when people ask me how many vaccine you have. I say four, and everybody give me a look like you like four. Where did you get that from? I like oh from COVID. So yeah. Oh they like oh yeah yeah makes sense.
so
it's,
so you've
it's
got the maximum immunity now.
yes
You're
I have
very strong.
maximum.
Maximum
Yeah.
immunity. That's wonderful. That's great, and
You,
it's
you know
lovely.
what's the funny is I have that after the third dose, and only 10 days after that I have COVID, and
Yeah,
that's when
again,
I like what I just have a third one, so maybe that's preparing for the COVID.
Ni, actually, this is a very good thing that you've actually raised. A lot of people across the world, some people, they still have a myth about the vaccination. They
Yeah.
feel if I'm vaccinated, meaning I will never get COVID. No,
Mm.
you
No.
can get COVID, but
Yes. You
it
just not
won't.
you.
Yes, it
I
won't
was
be.
so relaxed. I gained
Yeah.
4 kg just at home and eating for isolate. So I'll tell you really, it's the whole weeks of because it's just only few hour. Or I'm not feel well, but the whole weeks of 7 days that isolate myself, it's just eating and sleeping. I have no nothing anymore, and that's why I agree with you. I'm grateful that I'm knowledge myself, so I get the vaccine. Can you imagine if a young person like me go through that? Right now, I still have a difficulty of breathing when exercising. To be honest, even I'm so young and healthy, I'm fit and exercise almost every day. I learned a very expensive lesson through this COVID that I'm grateful. First of all, I'm staying in Singapore. The vaccine is free for everyone. Second of all, I'm have a knowledge to take care of my daughter that I get vaccine for my daughter as well. By the way, she's just turning 5, and straight away I send her to vaccine.
Good.
Uh, for whoever outside there don't trust the vaccine, I don't have a judgment or anything.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
just say this is my personal choice to my children. She been vaccinated from young, everything in Singapore. They recommend everything, and with me, the government already allow. I will trust the government. I trust Singapore government. So I bring her and she is fine. She fine even after 2 jab. Of course, a little bit mommy, the shoulder sore. And then when this happened and when I'm in the room isolate, I keep say thankful that I vaccine myself. So now
Yeah.
I no need to be ill in the hospital. I no need to separate my daughter so far. Yeah, I far apart her 2 meter. Like mommy, are you there? Hi, Eva, I'm here. But then we still can bonding in the house together, even we talk
Yeah.
distance. Can you
Yeah.
imagine some people sick and ill in the hospital, and when the last breath, you cannot see your family.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have 4 jab. I will keep joke
Yeah.
that. I will keep joke that with people. I have four jab of vaccine, guy. 3 and COVID give me the last
Good.
one.
Good. Good.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah,
And I pray that you remain fit and healthy, and
yeah.
good health to your entire family also.
Yeah, yeah, I'm very positive as well, and I'm a, you know, I have many YouTube channel. I feel my YouTube channel I really raise about you should get vaccine, not for yourself,
Yes,
for
not for
your loved
yourself,
one.
for
Yeah,
everybody. Yes,
yes,
because
for people around.
this is how the vaccinated people across the world have created the herd immunity.
Yes,
You
yes,
know, because now 80% of the world is vaccinated,
yep,
we can start traveling, we can start
yes,
going places, and
yeah,
and restrictions are ending in many countries, and
yep,
it's allowing people to move freely across borders. Yes,
yes,
you just have to do a little bit of few tests, which is not harmful.
yep,
You know, a lot of people, when I told them that I'm going to Thailand, people ask me like, oh, how many times do you have to do PCR? Oh, you have to do once in Singapore, once in Thailand, come back to Singapore, do blah blah blah. I said, well, it's actually a good thing, because one, I know for sure that I'm not infected. Two, I know that my people whom I love, my elderly or my young people, they are all also protected, and I'm not spreading anything in the society. I'm being
yes,
responsible.
yes,
So being
yeah,
responsible is very important.
yes.
And
Thanks for the
therefore,
statement.
yeah, and therefore everybody should, please, all those who are vaccinated, look out for the VTL flights and start flying. Come to Singapore.
Yes,
And
yes. Come
you
to
know,
Singapore, guy.
yeah,
We will have more
and
fun. And like, let's go to Suhail factory to see the product.
yeah, come
We
to
need
my
to get some.
factory.
We need to get some of that as well. One last question to
Yes,
close up today. So, if
yes.
have one thing that you want to tell Suhail 5 years ago, what you want to tell him,
Uh,
your old self,
me, my own self, if I had to tell myself 5 years ago,
5 years ago? Yes.
oh,
Oh.
Suhail, oh my God, Suhail, you're such an amazing guy. You should have done much better 5 years ago rather than 5 years
Oh,
later.
so it's called never too late to start something, right? Yeah.
Yes, and as a closing statement, I always try to motivate the youngsters, especially.
Yes.
Life is like an onion. You know, an
Mm,
onion.
yes.
We
Yes.
always eat onions. Life is like an onion. If you peel it, it will make you cry. So enjoy
Yes.
life to the fullest and take life with full of positivity and confidence, and everything will be great.
Wow, thank you. That's amazing message right there. I think my team will love that statement. They will have so much of a quote for for our the audience. Thanks, Shreya, for a wonderful time with you today, and
Thank you, Nihi.
I learned so much from you. Share so much for our audience. We would love to have you again if you want to share other
Certainly,
topic.
certainly,
Yeah,
certainly,
interesting
certainly.
and thanks for your wonderful time and thanks for your effort to add value to the world. I and you guys whoever want to reaching to share all the information, like I say under the description. We will see you guys again in the next episode with another wonderful guest. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Ms Nhi Podcast. And I will see you next week.
All
Bye.
right.
Thank you,
Bye.
Sue.
Bye. Bye. Thank you so much. Bye.